Hi there guys, so Southos Restores here today, and I've got a bit of a special one for you today. It's going to be a bit of a package opening. I had some special stuff arrive. The first thing you notice on this table is this lovely little miniature sort of modelling craft knife, maybe box opener sort of thing. Apologies if my voice sounds a bit rough, I have got a bit of a heavy cold. But this is made by a lovely company, sort of do most of their stuff through Kickstarter, but they do have a website called Oceanus Brass. Now that's Oceanus, Oceanus Brass. And they do very sort of nautical themed stuff, so you've got the shackles here. I did the heat shrink on there, just because this shackle is a little bit special. This shackle, this piece comes out. You see this little nubbin on here? I like to use it this way. You don't have to. But this little nubbin on here is actually the teeny tiny little tool for unscrewing these little hex bolts that open it up. And there's a lovely little magnet in there. There's this lockable slide where the magnet is and all that. But that's getting away from the point. It didn't arrive today. I've had this for a while. I love it. I've got another one of their knives. I've also got a brass comb. And basically, if I can see a use for one of their items in my daily life, I kickstart it. The other knife that I've got, their big Kraken knife, that takes the big Stanley sort of cutting blades. It's a lovely kind of bifolding design. I think it was the first one I did. And then I got the comb, because I had a long beard at the time. It makes a lovely beard comb. And I think I got this with the comb, actually, as an optional extra, because this was one of their first ones before I knew of them. So anyway, long story short, this package. You see here, it says, grooming instrument. Recently, they did a personal grooming implement. Now, this is the kind of thing you can expect from... Oh, here you go. Resto Dog wants the cardboard. There you go. He always does. That's what all the mess is around the floor. You'll see little bits of cardboard. It gets cleaned up and hoovered, but then he makes more. There's always more cardboard when we're getting stuff delivered, right? But anyway, this is what you can expect from Oceanus Brass. Is these lovely jute bags. Let's see what we got here. So, as well as lovely shackles. Again, this time without the little nubbin, so there won't be the hex bolts on this. There's a lovely brass tube there. Now, of course, I already know what this is, but feel free to guess in the comments. And then there's this piece, which seems to be brass covered in leather. Now, what could that be? Let's let's maybe put that to one side, and let's open up this piece first. And that might give you maybe more of an idea. But let's tease it a bit. Like I say, I know what this is. Obviously, I kickstarted it, but that's a good weight to that. That's good solid brass. Now they machine these entirely themselves out in America, I believe. And this is just lovely. It's smooth. That's been well cut on a CNC milling machine of some kind, but none of it's sharp. It's all been finished well, so they've probably run that through a the vibrating stone roller things. Oh, my memory's terrible. Joys of having fibromyalgia, a head cold, and taking opiate medication for pain. Your memory disappears pretty quickly. But yeah, it's just a lovely piece. There's a lovely little thread in there, and then that, so you can put the shackle through. Now let's tease you all a little bit more by completing the sort of nautical theme here and putting that shackle through. Now there's a little, maybe this is more of a hint. There's a little package there, and whatever's in there is flexible but springy. Flexible but springy. What could that be? But anyway, so you can clearly see the nautical theme here. The old boats, the old ships all use these sort of D-ring shackles. Ooh. I don't know if they still use them. Honestly, I've not been around the docks in a long time. Certainly not for modern boats. My dad used to work on a lovely steam-powered tugboat around here. not actually working on it while it was still functioning, but they turned it into kind of a small local museum piece. And so he worked on it while it was there. I think he did some repair work for it because he's a carpenter and joiner by trade, or used to be. But yeah, isn't that lovely? Okay, so let's open up the next piece, and then we'll start to see where we're going with this. Can you figure out what it is yet? Oh, look at that, two lovely brass snaps. That's lovely, real leather with a cloth backing. Now, they did ask about what they thought people think these should be made of. And the whole sort of little community went with real leather because, you know, the idea is that this can survive being at sea, which pleather isn't all that tough, and there's some other materials that, you know, it's not that great. And if you're going to provide a cover for, guess what it is, yeah? It's a grooming razor. But yeah, if you're going to provide a cover for it, it should be something tough that can survive being out on the ocean or on the rivers. So here we go. I'm going to be very careful opening this because actually I'm trying to make sure it's all on camera at the same time. But you don't want to play around with razor blades. They're not toys. So carefully slip that on. The handling, look just how smoothly everything goes together. There was no difficulty getting that on, so clearly someone's tested it. And there we have it, a wonderful grooming accessory, classical timeless design razor. And then you can just slip the cover on for protection. Now it's absolutely safe, but doesn't that look lovely? Isn't that a lovely piece? You can really see why I kickstarted these. And you know, I love the brass. The brass is going to live forever. You know, these are legacy. These are heritage items that my boys will get. When I'm dead and in the ground, the boys will have these, and maybe their boys will have these. You know, this is solid brass. It's going to last forever. So yeah, I'll pop that back in the jute bag for the moment. Ooh, with the spare blade. Maybe I might pop the spare blade back in this little package. Now, I've got hundreds of these blades because I do actually use one of these razors, which is part of what convinced me to go for this, was just get a really nice one. I've got a cheap Amazon one which does the job, and I got it with like 100 razor blades. Now on to the next part of today's video. I've got a very, very big package to get through today. Let's see, if I turn it upside down, is it going to hide my address? No. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. My address is in the picture, so let's grab something that can cover that up a bit. Yeah, I like to do these little wooden kits as part of my gaming, so I'm going to use that to cover up my address. No, Zuko. Bad resto dog. And then, oh, big package. Now, this is something I bought on good old Facebook Marketplace. And I know what it is. Yes, I'm pretty sure. This doesn't look like one of the other things I've kickstarted. This is going to be something absolutely classic. Purchasing this is absolutely inspired by the likes of ScoutCrafter. Especially ScoutCrafter. He's been doing some recent videos on similar enough items that I can say this is inspired by him. Let's just... how do I want to open this? I think I'll just... I know that what's in there is in a solid plastic case, so I'm just going to cut along here. Because, of course, I want to avoid showing off my address on the cameras. There we go. Oh, that's a big, big, heavy case. Oh. Can you see that logo there? Black & Decker. You might start to have an idea of what this could be. Now let's get in there. Oh. Cut another bit of tape. Zuko, not that box. Zuko, no. Zuko. No, no, no. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, I've cut the tape. Have I? Oh, no, the tape goes all the way around, doesn't it? Silly me. Silly me. You see this case is beaten, it's dirty. I think it's been stored for a long time. But that's fine, you know. I got this delivered No, Zuko. I got this delivered for 25 British pounds. Let's see if I can raise that up a bit. 25 British pounds. And what this is one of those classic Black & Decker. Oh, it comes with a lovely centre punch of Victrex. It would once cost 39 in old money. I'm not too up on British old money. 39E apparently. That's not euros. Let's pop this stuff in this little bag here. But yeah, this is... Oh, look, there's even an old pencil in here. Oh, I love getting packages like these. Now this is one of those Black & Decker drill multi-tool sets, where you'd have a lovely old drill. Oh, this looks... Oh, it might be grubby and a little rusty on the head. This looks to be in lovely condition, actually. You can see the logo here. Sorry it's off to one side, but I'm trying to read it as well. So we got... What we got here? We got 240 volts, 1.5 amps, 350 watt, from 900 to 2,400 revolutions per minute. It's a 2-speed drill. I didn't actually realise this was a 2-speed model. That's lovely. Oh, I see. So you turn the gearbox thing there, high and low. Yeah, it's a bit grubby. I'll clean it up. Probably clean it up in a video. It's got the chuck key. Classic, taped to the cable there. It's not the way I like to do it, but you know, many people do. And yeah, this you'd have a drill that would then power these other tools, and this is something I've been wanting. I don't have a lot of space for lots of bench tools like a bench grinder and other things, so having something like this that satisfies my need for classic tools, but at the same time, I've got, what have I got here? I've got a finishing sander, I've got a circular saw, and I know you can still get the blades for these. And we've got the horizontal drill stand here, which will allow me to run it as a buffing wheel and a little grinder, a rotary brush, that sort of thing. What have we got here? Buffing and polishing kit. Oh, this is lovely. So yeah, you see what's occurring with this one. I'm going to leave this video there, actually. Leave you all hanging on the edge of your seats, so to speak. Because I want to have a good look through this myself, see what I have and haven't got. Figure out exactly how I want to go about cleaning and finishing this. So, yeah, this will definitely be coming up in another video. I'll go through the attachments and how they work. I'll go through cleaning up the drill and any other pieces. So if you want to see that, please, oops, sorry for knocking the camera, please subscribe, like and subscribe, and tune in for the next video. And for this, Oceanus Brass, I'm going to leave you a link to their website. They have another Kickstarter going on at the moment, which is not something so useful for me, but others might find it useful. It's for basically stripping plastic bottles into long lengths of usable twine, and so you kind of hook your plastic bottle in and you pull the twine out through this cutting device. Now I can see why, especially at sea with all of that junk out there, all that plastic floating around everywhere, if you're pulling up, say, lots of plastic bottles in your fishing nets and stuff, and you need a bit of twine quickly, I can see how it could come in handy. For me, I guess not so much. I might kickstart it anyway, because if I do that, it will mean that I can break down the plastic bottles I do use, because I drink a lot of Coca-Cola. I can break them down into something easier to recycle. So I might actually kickstart this one. Thinking on it, I hadn't thought of that angle. But anyway, that's it from me, Sathos Restores, and also from Resto Dog, and shall we say, Resto Cat. Much love, hope you all have a good time, and I'll see you on the next video.